Hello. So, the point of this video is for me to talk about songs that I like. And unfortunately, it just cut out the first song that I was talking about for whatever reason. But, we worked through it. So, I'm just going to talk about it just through voiceover, and the rest of the songs you'll see me actually talk about them. But basically, the first song I wanted to talk about was Abstract by Hozier from his Unreal Unearthed album from last year. Um, this song is my favorite song from the album by far. It sounds incredibly poetic and it sounds powerful, in my opinion. I think, from a production standpoint or a composition standpoint, it's a very simple song, but um, nonetheless, it is still just incredibly beautiful, in my opinion. And Hosier's vocals are always incredible to listen to. The man has just amazing vocals, and so once again, this song is probably my favorite song on the album. I think it just stood out to me a lot, and in comparison to any other song on the album. Now, I do have other favorites, but I don't think any other I've enjoyed singing as much as Abstract. And I think one of my favorite parts of the album is actually the very end of it, where in the bridge, that there's a chord change, I believe, and the melody kind of takes a bit of a weird turn, and it's just such a tiny, tiny part, but I love it. And so yeah, this song, once again, very simple, but Hosier's amazing voice really carries the song, and so do the lyrics, honestly. But once again, just all around, just one of my favorites. But yeah. Anyways, continuing with the actual video. The next song on my top 5 songs for recent songs, I guess recently, is 16 by Baby Keem. The song was on the album Melodic Blues, and it is the 16th song on this album. It's probably on purpose. But this album came out in 2021. I haven't listened to this whole album before, and my roommate was playing the song in the car one day, and I thought it sounded really good. I think that the song there's something about it that's like really addictive to me. Similar to Abstract, where I feel like the songwriting of it and the kind of vocal timbre of Hozier makes it very kind of repeatable. I think for this song, it is very much so the production that surrounds it. I wouldn't go as far as to say I'm like a huge rap fan per se, but I do listen to a good amount of rap, I think. Or at least I'm trying to get into it. Now, with this song, the production of it is just super crunchy. It sounds super, like, I don't think, maybe they might have used this plugin, but it sounds like the word that I would like to use to describe the song is bit crusher. There's something about it that's like very like, something about the production sounds pixelated almost. And what's interesting is that, like, as aggressive as the production of the song is, there are at least 2 pad synths in the background, one of which sounds very kind of soft and very nice. And I would say that the singing or the rapping throughout the song is actually quite mellow and quite tame in comparison to like the rhythmic portions of the song. I think that contrast is really nice, honestly. And once again, this is just a song that I've been finding to be quite addictive. Initially, when I first heard it, I didn't think that I would attach myself to it as much, but clearly, it's been a song that I've been kind of, revisiting quite often, quite a bit more than I was expecting. And so yeah, it's on this top 5 list. So moving on to my third pick. So our third song is, I don't know if I'm gonna say it right. It's called Pacilio. It looks about right, to be honest. But this song is from a band called Sunkissed Lola, and it is a single that they released in 2022. I found this song recently, and just to clarify, the songs that I'm talking about on this list are not songs that were released recently. They're just songs that I found recently that I wanted to talk about. But yeah, this song is very beautiful. It's so pretty sounding, is the best way that I can describe it. And the vibes are immaculate. I don't speak Tagalog, which, this is a Pinoy band, and so, the lyrics are in Tagalog. I think that's actually how you say it. But the beat of the song and the melody of the song, I mean, I think it's very clear that this is a love song, and I just looked at the lyrics, and that is the case. It is a love song, and it's quite romantic, and I can't really recall all the translations that I just looked at, but I don't know, this song, like, every once in a while I'll just find a song in a language that I just do not understand, whether it's like Icelandic or Italian or Tagalog, and it's just like a beautiful song. And I will definitely be looking into this band a bit more. As far as like what I would take away from it to kind of add to my own songwriting, I don't know, because I think, okay, as a drummer, to me, one of the biggest things about the song is the drum beat. I think that the drum beat in the song is very simple, but it's the kind of drum beat that just kind of sways you in a way. But like the melody helps to infuse that motion with the emotion of like love, in my opinion. If you're a songwriter, you should be listening to songs from other cultures. You'll learn so much from it, and like you can add certain things that you maybe hadn't thought of into your own music. So yeah, once again, the song is very, very pretty. That's one of the main reasons I like it so much. I would go as far as to say that this song is pretty simple, but once again, I do think that the melody, I think that the vibes within the song, I think these are the two things that really make the song stand out for me. But yeah, moving on to the next one. On to my fourth pick. So, Cinderella by Remi Wolf. This song was released recently. I can't remember if I'm pretty sure it was end of March this year. As of now, it's a single. I'm sure it'll come out, or I'm sure Remi Wolf will come out with an album later this year. At least I hope so. I love this song. Okay. As far as most of the songs that she's released, I actually like a lot of them. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say like I'm a huge fan of her, just because I only found her recently. But so much of her music has kind of inspired me as like a producer or a songwriter, just like in those kind of ways. But like, this is one of those artists I feel like is really doing something new. She has like, I don't know, there's something about her music that feels really different. It sounds good for all the same reasons that like other songs that I would like sound good. Good vocals, clean production, like the instruments and the instrumentation and like the composition of everything just sounds really good. Remi Wolf's vocals are so good. Like, they are some of the best I've heard. And the first time I heard of Remi Wolf was, well, I didn't know it was her at the time, and I didn't think to look into her any deeper. But the first time that I was like, oh, Remi Wolf, that's a cool name, at least, was she was a guest on a Tiny Desk Live concert. And my first thought was like, okay, her segment, because once again, she was kind of like a guest for like the main kind of guest who was there, and she only sang one song, I believe, and that one song, I was like, this person has made a really strong impression on me. I didn't think to look further into it. And last year, on one of my jobs, there was another vendor who was playing songs in the open. We were at a park, and he was playing several songs from Remi Wolf, such as Sexy Villain, Liz. She has another song with Paramore called You First. And these three songs they really, really stood out for me. I was like, who is this girl? Like, she sounds so good. And what I think it is her vocal timbre is extremely unique. I do think that is part of the aspect of it. But I think from a songwriting perspective, I think that her intonation and the rhythm within her lyrics is very unique. The way that she kind of like flexes certain words to fit the rhythm that she's trying to sing or to make it rhyme, you know, multiple artists do these kinds of things, but I think the way that she does it just really works for me personally. I've been pretty in love with, you know, so many of the things that she has done, and I don't know, there's something that's like so unapologetic about her music. And this song in particular, right? I'm not someone who's like really big on like looking into lyrics. As a songwriter, I want to be able to write music that I think has meaning, right? But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that intelligent of a guy. I don't know what a lot of these songs mean. But like to me, this song is, there's something about it that is just something about Remy Wolf as a whole that just feels like so unapologetic about being a woman. And like maybe it's not a gender thing, you know, but that's the feeling that I get from it. And I don't know, these songs, like, I mean, I'm obviously the main song I'm talking about is Cinderella, but like all the songs that I've listed from Remy Wolf, they feel like they have so much confidence in them, which I don't know, something like that is, it just doesn't feel very common. But like once again, I think Remy Wolf, I think she's a pretty underrated artist right now. If, you know, there's any artist on the list that, you know, on this list that I would really urge people to kind of discover, it would probably be Remy Wolf. I think once again, super unique like singing, great songs, great production, and once again, just I think that like she has like she's bringing something new to the music industry that I don't think I've kind of recognized before. Once again, if there are other artists out there that are similar to her and that, you know, out of the songs that I've listed, you're like, oh, there are some other songs that I know of that sound similar to hers, please recommend them to me, because I'd love to find more artists that are similar to hers. But yeah, moving on to my last one, and I don't even need to cut to kind of talk about this one. Next Semester by 21 Pilots is a new single by 21 Pilots, and they're coming out with a new album. I believe it's May is when this album is releasing. Now, if you don't know me, which most of you do not, which is totally fine, I'm a huge 21 Pilots fan, so I'm like really excited for this new album to come out. But so far, the two songs that they've released, Overcompensate and New Semester, I think both of them are really, really cool. Overcompensate definitely feels like a tribute to everything that, you know, they've done before, and that is really exciting. And I will say that I believe they released the track sheet for this album. The one thing I'm disappointed about is that it's not longer. Like, I understand Tyler, he has kids, and you know, he's a dad, he's busy, but like as a 21 Pilots fan, I need more content. I want more, you know. But yeah, I love 21 Pilots. And Next Semester, it just sounds so like 2000s-ish. Like there's something about it that's just very like straightforward rock. And obviously, like, as you know, most 21 Pilots songs are, it's not always as it seems. The first time I listened to it, I was like, oh, this is a pretty generic like 2000s like rock song. And the more I listened to it, I was like, this song is really growing on me. And that's kind of been my experience as a 21 Pilots fan. But like, I'm so excited for this album, and I'm hoping to go see them at the end of this year, because they're visiting Nashville, I believe, in October, and I would love to go see them live. I've seen them live one time, and it was actually when I came back to the US in 2019 to go to college, and I saw them at a music festival. They were the big event at the end of the day, you know, for one of the days, and you know, I was really happy that I got to see them. But you know, I would love to go see just them, you know, a show, and I will finally get the chance to, so super excited about that. But once again, like, these 5 songs, to me, I think that there's something really special about each of them, obviously for different reasons. Next Semester, it's purely just because it's a 21 Pilots song. I don't think I'm gonna write anything or make anything that's similar to that. And if I do, it's gonna be from that simple kind of rock kind of feel. Because like, you know, you know, I wouldn't say I was like a huge rock fan when I was younger. In fact, like my knowledge of music when I was younger was pretty much zero. Like there are songs that I'm like I can attach myself to that, but like I don't remember the names, or I didn't start remembering the names of songs until like I was like in 6th grade, and that first song that I remembered was "Counting Stars" by One Republic. So that should tell you a lot about me, I feel like. But you know, next semester, it's just because it's a 21 Pilots song. That's why I love it. Pasillo, once again, it's not something that I'd be able to make at this current moment, I believe, and I couldn't write anything like that. It's in Tagalog, but it's just these are all songs that like I could vibe to, kind of any day of the week. And I would say though, probably still my favorite on this list is probably Abstract. The whole reason I wanted to make this video in the first place was because of that song. And the funny thing is, I've literally been listening to that entire album. I've been listening to it, I believe, from the end of February or maybe the start of February. And there's just been multiple days where like the only song I listen to is Abstract. Something about that song is so addictive, and like it's just so good. Like I get it. I get the hype behind Hozier, and I'm definitely going to be looking into him more. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm sorry I haven't put out anything that is about me making music personally. I am hoping to kind of get to that soon, as I will be having, you know, 2 days or a couple days where, you know, I can be making stuff. Actually, that's not true. I'm gonna be pretty busy this week, but you know, hopefully I can find time and just try and like really write something. I'm not very good at forcing myself to write something, but remember, for the sake of this channel, or really for the sake of making progress, I made this channel to kind of keep me on track. And so the goal is, once again, to finish writing all the songs for the album by May or June. And the thing is, the goal is 6 songs. If I need to, I'll cut it down to 5. You know, so I'll just need to write 2 more songs. So I'm hoping that I can show you guys these songs at some point, and you know, you guys can show your appreciation for it, or you guys can, you know, utterly destroy any hope that I have for, you know, having a songwriting future. Who knows? You know, it could go either way. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and once again, please go check out these songs, but in particular, go check out Remy Wolf. But yeah, I'm excited for some music this year, for a lot of good music this year. I'm probably going to make another video like this at some point down the road. I think these videos are a very basic way for you guys to get an idea of what kind of music I like, and you know, in turn, I hope that you guys can feed me some music that, you know, I would actually like, you know, based on everything I'm telling you guys about me. So yeah, as I say multiple times every video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys come back next week. Please subscribe, like this video. I mean, sure, you can like the video, you can leave a comment on this video. I will always be replying to these comments. Trust me, I check them out every time, every day. But yeah, see you guys next time. Peace.